This is our 2023 Trends and Products webinar, hosted by myself, Savannah Simmers, and Alyssa Bernhardt with Probetus Promotions. As we get kicking off here, I will be recording the meeting to share later with yourself and other teammates who you think might be interested in hearing about our trends and products for the year. All right, so let's get started. You see we do have a chat here. We welcome you to leave any comments, questions, or reactions to products or trends that might be talked about. And then please feel free to also answer any questions. Alyssa will be in the chat and Q&A to answer any of those. And then this is also our first Probetus ever webinar and my first time hosting a webinar. So if I am not talking loud enough, clear enough, or maybe talking too fast, please feel free to drop that in the chat as well, and I will make adjustments as I can. Okay, a quick introduction for those who joined us and maybe missed it the first round. My name is Savannah Simmers. I am the Chief Marketing Officer and an account executive at Probetus Promotions. And then I have Alyssa Bernhardt here with me. She is our Director of Sales and Account Executive at Probetus. To some of you, we may look familiar. To others, it's great to get to meet you virtually, and we look forward to meeting you in the future. So today, our goal of the session is to cover 2023 trends, showcase products that our team picked from Vegas PPAI, and then share a recent case study with you. So just to recap quick, here's our agenda. We're going to go over those 2023 trends, showcase a few products, and then jump right into one quick case study. I know everyone is on a tight schedule. Our days go by way too quick, so we will try to keep this to 30 minutes for you to leave time for questions at the end, and then any Q&A throughout the presentation as well. All right, let's do this. We're going to jump right into our 2023 trends. Some of these might look kind of like last year's trend, or maybe you've heard about it and are thinking, what in the world, this again? But we're keeping strong with a few different things that we introduced towards the end of last year and that continue to be trending into 2023. So we have vintage, retro, eco-sustainability, and retail brands. Jumping into our vintage retro. So with vintage retro, that covers the base between all the way from our apparel to the items we keep in our house or maybe our car. It's that spin of modern plus retro. So you can see here showcased, we have the genre of dark academia. There they are featuring lots of tailored pieces with texture. Think tweed jackets, sweatered vests, kind of like that cool, casual, dark type of vibe. Rich colors being the khaki, the navy, maroons. And then we start to jump into tennis score. So that's a theme one of our vendors is providing this year with a preppy athleisure look. Think about those people you might see at a country club, on the pickleball court, or maybe the tennis court, watching the US Open, that type of style. So we've got the cool, casual, clean-cut white polo paired with athletic fit jacket. So we're going to blend those lines of preppy with athletic to marry into that tennis core vibe. So something fun and different. Keep a lookout for tennis skirts, polo shirts, khaki pants, that kind of look. We're throwing it back to the preppy type of retro vibe. So layers, collars, cool and collected. Don't forget about our retro modern tech. So very fun spin. Tech kind of is in our everyday life. It seems like everywhere you turn, there's a new piece of technology. Here you can see featured a mix of materials. That's also a big trend within the last few years, is mixing and matching material and pattern. Here we have featured a cork face clocked, and then a concrete style gray slat charging wireless charger. So you can see how they kind of hybrid that old with new to give it that retro modern feel. Moving into eco and sustainability. So with eco and sustainability, we have a lot of things going on here. There's usually 3 different facets to this type of category: recycled material, eco-friendly materials, and then environmental give-back programs. Recycled materials could cover anything from recycled cotton, cardboard, paper, plastic, all different things that we can reuse and repurpose to keep our planet safer, I suppose. So, and then we also have eco-friendly materials. So when we can't, pardon me, sorry about that. So when we can't use a recycled material, there are a lot of materials around that can help us kind of do better and use more of that product. For example, here we're featuring a jute bag. If you're familiar with jute, jute is a fiber that's been made into a fabric. And then when they are making it into a fabric, there's always a couple different byproducts that are left over. And sometimes in non-eco-friendly materials, those byproducts just become waste. But that's not quite the case with jute. So it's pretty cool. With jute, there's very little waste. And what is left over after they make the actual fabric can be recycled into insulation and used in different roads. So kind of a cool story behind jute. If you aren't a jute fan, maybe you are now. And then we have environmental give back products or programs. So a lot of companies now are working towards how they can do better. So what kind of impact can they make for everyone else and leave the earth better than where they started? Featuring 2 different brands on this page. This bag right here is from Out of the Ocean. Out of the Ocean is cleaning up the ocean with every bag they make. So every purchase of an Out of the Ocean bag that you may gift to your clients, your employees, or someone like that, it takes, it helps those guys remove bottles out of our oceans and waterways. So with every bag made, it is the equivalent of removing 3 plastic bottles from our oceans. So a pretty cool story behind them, and I'll share more a little bit later about that. We also have Clean Canteen. So as you can see, a very sleek retail-driven water bottle, but they're more than just a really pretty product. So in 2023, Clean Canteen has said that 95% of their products will be made from 90% post-consumer recycled material and stainless steel. So what a cool and extremely impactful thing that they're doing. By doing this, that is just completely doing ahead of the game, and it also has been a stepping stone in getting them to be a certified B corporation. Some of you might be very familiar with what a certified B corporation is, and others might be wondering what on earth I'm even talking about. As we get further into the presentation and as I was preparing this, I got to learn a little bit more, and I'll share a little bit of it with you, but I also encourage you to kind of go out and do some digging yourself to learn more about those initiatives behind being a certified B corporation. So certified B corporations uphold the highest standards of verified social and environmental performance, public transparency, and legal accountability to balance profit and purpose. And I can speak that it is not an easy feat to become certified B, so if that is important to you and the products that you put your logo on, we do have quite a few factories and brands that are that, and we'd love to share those with you. As we move into our last trend of 2023, retail brands, I do encourage you to leave any comments, questions in the chat or Q&A, and Alyssa would be happy to jump to those if you do have anything coming up, but just let us know. So here we have our retail brands. So, oops, sorry about that. So retail brands, highlighting just a few right here, we have retail really going along with those 2023 trends as far as eco, retro, and mixed materials. I'll just cover a couple that we're showcasing, but if you do have any questions about any retail brands, if you're wondering if we offer certain retail brands, please do not hesitate to drop that question in the chat or comments, or else you can of course always email your account manager or account executive. But right here, we're featuring a handful of different products, and one that you might not be familiar with yet is called Nimble. So Nimble is a tech brand that focuses on tech for good. So Nimble is a B certified corporation, like we just talked about a little bit ago, and they also give back to 1% for the planet. So it's not every day you see a tech brand that also uses recycled materials and is so focused on their environmental impact and just creating a better planet for everyone and the future. Focusing a little bit more on that retro style, we've got a couple that we're showcasing here. We have Brooks Brothers, a brand that is making a strong comeback, as well as JanSport. Both of these have long longevity behind their brand. You can see Brooks Brothers here featuring that kind of back to that dark academia style with a quilted texture, a sweater vest, and a nice collared shirt. Layering is very big for that retro vintage style. And then we have JanSport featuring mixed materials and again kind of a vintage retro feel with a brand that's been around for a long time. Those kind of nice little leather accents with a very soft, subtle heather canvas bag. Lots of fun things there. And then one of my personal favorites, Cotopaxi. So if you've been working with us at Probetus before, you've maybe heard of Cotopaxi before, or else maybe you've seen it mainstream in retail sectors. It's definitely picking up steam, and Cotopaxi has a great story behind it. I won't go into too many depths. I just really encourage you to look them up if you think it's fun. But Cotopaxi is made out of a 100% repurposed fabric. So here you can see all these unique elements to the bag. We have lots of different colors going on, and that is why they call their item color Surprise. So if you've ordered Cotopaxi, each bag is unique. There are opportunities to get specific if you need to, but pretty fun that you can see all these different colors, and it's a great way to brand your business with a really cool company. All right, and again, just pausing here for a moment. If you do have any questions or comments, please do not hesitate to leave those in the chat or ask in the Q&A. We'd love to hear what you think about these retail brands, as well as if there's any others that you're excited to add to your marketing mix in 2023. And really fun to see all the comments coming through too. Thank you guys for sharing what you've, the brands that you love and other experiences you've gotten to have. So here we go. We'll move into the new products. Some of you may have seen in our email signatures, we do have a 2023 PPAI Vegas shop out right now. So Alyssa will drop a link to that shop in the comments, but through that shop, they cover about 50 products that our team down there in Vegas found and they're excited about. Here, I'm going to cover around 10 different products, but please check out our full shop in the link in the comments, and then we'll get started here. If you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Here is our first product. So I'm going to feature two products in different categories. First, starting out in our under 5 category, we have the Cappy. Something, it feels a little silly maybe to get excited about it, but I can promise you that our team at Probetus is so excited about this item. Patent pending, the Cappy is made to save your fingernails and keep your drink safe. So a really fun, unique item. This handy gadget is great for any type of pop top lid. Allows you to open it and then cover your drink to protect it from any kind of things, bugs, anything that might fly into it. And it also can help with saving carbonation a little bit too. So that is the Cappy. Nice little tiny size that can clip on good to a keychain or a J hook. A great little giveaway item that is unique. Another item we have in our under 5 category is the tie-dye push pop ball. So this ball is pretty fun. I'm sure most of you, if you've been in the world of promotional products or maybe gadgets and toys and different fun tech things that your kids or nieces and nephews might bring around you, you've seen these push pops. They've been around, but we're really loving this style because it allows you to kind of double down on the push pop and the stress relief. So being that anxiety settling and stress relieving, it's a great duo product. Next, we have in our $5 to $10 category, is our Slim Can Plus Insulator. So nothing new as far as the type of product, but what we're really loving about this one is the try capability in one unit. So unlike other styles, and I know some of these do exist, but this one's kind of fun that it's an all-in-one. You don't need any added accessories to be able to utilize the product. You just can use the Slim Can Plus Insulator as it is. As you can see here, we have a few different varieties of drinks shown. The 12-ounce Slim Can, a 12-ounce traditional can, and a long neck bottle. Very fun item and a great price point. If you are interested, I do know that there's quite a few options that also have maybe in the retail sector that might be in a different price point. We always love those brands too, so we'd love to show them to you. But we thought this one between that $5 to $10 price point is a great option for maybe upcoming company picnics, golf scrambles, client appreciation, a lot of different things and ways you could use it. All right. And again, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the chat and we'd love to hear from you. All right, as I mentioned, I'm going to bring it up one more time because I love a good tote bag. So, the Out of the Ocean reusable lunch shopper. In that perfect $5 to $10 price point, it is a great size that leaves a lasting impression. Out of the Ocean does a great job of helping you tell the story of sustainability and eco-friendly. They give you the prominent side of an imprint area right here that allows you to have your logo nice and big, but then they have these really nice added touches that help you tell your customer or your team member or your prospect, whoever it may be, that you care about the environment and it's important to you. So we have this nice subtle imprint down at the bottom that says this bag is made from 100% ocean plastic. Also a nice detail here around the handles, the 100% ocean plastic again. And then one of my favorite added features to this bag is this beautiful photography that they've captured. This comes standard on the bag, so it becomes more than just a marketing piece for your intended audience. It now also becomes a piece of artwork, a very retail-centric bag that they can be proud to carry, and they can tell people about who they got it from. So we have it in 3 colors right now: teal featuring a dolphin print, and then navy and royal. So a very fun added bonus to a tote bag, and again, that storytelling piece. All right, let us jump up to our $10 to $25 category. So, who here is familiar with the Stanley Quencher? And I'd love to hear in the comments through the chat if you're familiar with it. I know my social media stream is just blowing up with this item. It seems like everything from your standard brick and mortar retail shop to your top Amazon products and so on. Everyone is just talking about this 40-ounce Stanley Quencher. So in our industry, a lot of different suppliers have came up with their replica option of that. Featuring today, I am showing off our 32-ounce Terrain. So there is a 30-ounce Stanley, so this is going to be a little bit closer to that one, but it has a built-in straw. We have a lot of options that are that 40-ounce or so that don't have, they have that multi-drinking capability with a straw or an open mouth, but we wanted to highlight this one because it falls at a great price point between $10 and $25 and comes in a nice gift box and has a powder coated finish. Stanley has done a great job marketing this product, and it does speak for itself in the quality because you have your cup holder friendly, a nice handle for on the go, and then a really large liquid capacity at 32 ounces. So I'm glad to hear that you guys love this item and you've seen a lot of it. We're seeing them all around right now too, and we're really excited about it. Our next product in the $10 to $25 category might be new to you. So this is Sweeter Cards. We had the opportunity to get to meet with the owner, Stacy. She's right there in the middle. So Stacy is the founder of Sweeter Cards. It is a really fun, unique company that has a great story and a great give back. So as you can see here, Sweeter Cards is the first ever greeting card and gourmet chocolate bar all in one. I can completely vouch for the quality of their chocolate. Stacy was kind enough to share some with me. It is a very rich dark chocolate, caramel filled with sea salt. Can't ask for anything more. But as we talked about kind of those different qualities of companies that our customers are looking for, that end users care about, this company encompasses a lot of those. So women owned, fair trade certified chocolate, recyclable packaging, and if all of that wasn't enough, they employ adults with disabilities. So right here stateside in Missouri, it might be close to some of you on the call, but very awesome product and awesome people doing great things. In addition to a great product and a great company, you're able to brand with this awesome imprint area. So you get the full front, an entire inside card, front and back, full color everywhere, and then also room on the back side of it. So here in their Vegas booth, you can see just a couple different ones highlighted. In addition to having a great product, Sweeter Carts can also provide you with a mailing service. So together we can work in directly sending these out. It might be a thank you gift to donors. It might be an invitation to a conference attendees. You know, the sky's kind of the limit in what you could do with this product, but it's a really fun item. I do see a question from Maggie. Alyssa can jump in too, but we do have the link. Depending on your quantity, it ranges around like the $13 to $15 kind of per bar. So definitely more of that gourmet gift item. And I would say the size of it, it's might be a little bit hard to tell there in the picture, but it's probably about 10 inches high by roughly like 3 inches wide or so. So you definitely get a very good bang for your buck, and her chocolate's incredible and lasts forever, because one square is very rich and filling. But if you're sharing, I'm sure it goes quick. Jumping up to our $25 to $50 category, we have the iconic pop bottle. No short of a name from Element here. We have the 14-ounce iconic pop fidget bottle with drinking spout and straw. So as long as their name is how many accessories this one comes with. A great product for all ages. It's super fun. They have a ton of retail designs. They offer the fun push pop handle, multi-sport function lid, and then triple wall vacuum seal. So lots of different fun options as far as colors go. And then they check every box as far as top quality drinkware goes. All right, and our last one in the $25 to $50 category is one of my personal favorites. And I'd love to hear from y'all if you think this is overdone and on the way out or totally fun. I want one. But the lifeguard straw hat. A couple things I really love about this item is the domestic customization. So at low minimums, we can help you create a very fun custom hat with a nice fun front patch. And then this bottom is fully customizable as well. So you get a full color design down here, as you can see in the two photos, and then the full color patch on the front. What I really love is the low minimum and not too bad of a price point in that like $35 to $45 range, I believe. So maybe you're having a company picnic, maybe you're having a outdoor event, you're taking a crew to the beach, maybe rewarding some team members or customers who are going on some type of excursion in nice sunny weather. This hat's really fun, and I'm sure it will be something they will never forget. As we approach our 30-minute mark, we are entering our last category at the $50 plus. Again, please be sure to check out the link Alyssa dropped in the chat to view all of our top picks from Vegas 2023, but I'll cover the last two, and we look forward to hearing your feedback on these options. So here we have the Happy Desk Lamp. This, again, very trending in retail. It was a top seller as far as Amazon's reported Christmas gifts last year. The Happy Lamp is more than just a promotional product. By giving this to someone, you're showing them how much you care about them. and their health. This lamp is designed with 3 colors of light. We have white, natural, and warm. Science has shown that using these type of lamps can really help boost your energy, keep you focused, and really improve your mood. So by giving this to team members or customers, you're showing how much they are more than just another number, another person doing that job. We really love that this gives that compassion with a product. All right, and then we'll end on a fun high note. Last one in our 50+ category is the retro wedding chair. So fun. If I think retro, this is definitely one of the top items that my mind's going to. I'm not sure about you guys, but I would love to hear if you think, maybe if you had one of these, if you still have one. I'm sure you can sell it for lots of money on eBay because they're so vintage and cool. But the retro webbing chair allows for this nice, great standard imprint area on the front. We have powder coated steel frame, and then also solid wood handles, and then a fun little cup holder. So very awesome item, great impression, kind of. It'll be a conversation piece for sure. People are going to ask where you got it, or else they're going to ask who you gave it to. How do they get one? Because I know I would be asking that. And then one other added thing too, if you are in the market for fully custom, this item does allow you to customize the webbing. So say you need a PMS color match, say you have a really fun step and repeat co-sponsored logo, this item can get really custom really quick, which is super awesome. Okay, so that was our last product for our 2023 Vegas products. If you do have any questions, comments, if you'd like to share which product was your favorite out of all of them, we would love to hear it in the chat. But moving on, I am going to share with you a fun case study from one of our clients at the end of last year. So we partnered last year with a company called You Flourish. You Flourish is based out of Fargo, North Dakota, and they work with women to kind of do kind of personal building and different types of techniques like that. Earlier this year in 2023, we had the opportunity to send 3 team members, look at those smiling happy faces, to the Goal Setting Summit. At that summit, we were able to partner with You Flourish to create 2 really awesome items. So our goal was to find products that achieved a branding capability, but also really still matched their brand, still showcased who they were, so people felt that incredible warm fuzzy feeling when they looked at the item. So we had a classic canvas tote representing functionality, practicality, and marketability. A great logo area. This item was everything that they worked towards as far as helping women grow. And then the fun bonus was the Diva Lip Shine. This symbolizing the fun-loving femininity that is You Flourish and that they can be excited about. These 2 items were a huge hit at the conference, and we were really excited to say that we partnered with them on these. So just a fun, quick case study on something that we worked on last year, maybe a couple products, one being a little bit more traditional and the other being a little bit more unique, but both showing how they really went back to being more than just something with their logo on it. If you do want to share a case study with us, we would love to hear from you. Alyssa will drop a link in the chat, and we will also be sending out a follow-up email that will have that link. We do have a landing page where you can submit your case study. At that page, you can tell us a little bit about yourself, what item it was, what you got the item for, and then maybe share some photos with us. But we'd love to hear about how you're using branded swag, merch, promotional products, whatever word you love in your business and in your marketing message and platform. But here's one fun one, and we look forward to maybe getting submissions after this that we could share in next month's webinar. All right, and as we are at 2:37, Alyssa and I just really want to thank you all for joining the call today. In our full appreciation of you joining us, everyone who is on this call today is getting entered to win one of our 40-ounce Denali mugs. So, like we showed off that Stanley mug, this 40-ounce Denali is a very close replica, and then with a full wrap Probetus imprint. So again, we thank you all so much for being here, and you all have been entered to win this item. Following this webinar, we are going to share the recording, share those couple links that we talked about in the call, and then also announce our winner. This was Probetus Promotions webinar of the 2023 Trends and Products. We will have our webinar coming out in February, and that will focus on trade shows. So check your email and be looking for that next webinar, and we look forward to seeing you soon. If you do have any questions, again, please feel free to keep dropping those in the chat, or else you can reach out to Alyssa or myself or anyone on our account management team. Thank you all, and have a great rest of your day.